First, though, here are some pet safety reminders if you still have Christmas decor and plants around your home.
Me is Mark Olson with Dogtopia. And Mark, you know, this time of the year, you got to really be careful with all this food around when you're talking about dogs and animals, right?
You do. There's two types of food to really look out for. The high in fat types, which we all look out for, but for dogs...
Now, why the high in fat? It's just not good for them?
It's not good for their pancreas. It can cause some issues with their pancreas and get it inflamed, and then you have some more really detailed issues that you need to get to the vet and to maybe an emergency clinic as well.
Okay, you know, that's one I didn't even think of.
No, there's a couple of things that out here that really surprised me as well.
So there's a couple of groups that you really need to watch out for, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So as far as some nuts, you really have to stay away from nuts from dogs. Macadamia nuts, macadamia nuts, thank you.
Yeah.
Macadamia nuts especially. Who knew that? That's something that really threw me for a loop as well.
I wouldn't have known that.
No, definitely stay away from that. Obviously, chocolate is extremely bad for you, for the dogs and for the dogs and the cats. Any uncooked dough, the sage, the leeks, the green onions.
Things, you know, some of these things you just wouldn't think of.
No, when I looked it up, and it's the alumins category with the leeks, the green onions, garlic. I would have never thought of that as well. And even sage being cooked into something can cause issues as well.
Okay, so you really have to be careful and really watch out what's going on.
You do.
So which ones are most concerned that you really, I mean, it looks like there's so many varieties, but what's the most concerning?
So the raisins and the grapes,
Even
that causes a huge kidney problem. Can really cause an issue in a dog and cats. Any sugar substitutes are really bad for a cat and a dog as well.
Like xylitol?
Yes, sir, xylitol, exactly.
Yeah.
I was going to throw that out there.
I've heard of that one. I heard that one was really bad.
So xylitol is very bad for the dogs. Any turkey bones and chicken bones that have been cooked, they splinter up and break. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So they'll break and get caught.
Become very sharp.
Yes, can get stuck in their GI system, and then you got to get a surgery to get those out. It becomes very deadly.
Now, is this for us, or is this a concern as well?
I brought that to make friends with you, Mike, of course. But it is a concern. So when you're walking or sitting around the house, you've got a lot of people in there. People walk away to go look at presents or something, and they leave a drink sitting there, and a dog comes up and gets a sip of that. Very bad for them. Very bad as well. Alcohol, not good.
Just not good. My dog likes trash cans.
Yes.
All dogs do, but that can be a bad thing.
So there's the grab and go syndrome for those guys. They come in there, grab something and go quick, and you don't even know what happened.
Right,
so then
hit and run.
It is a hit and run. And they come in there, the trash can, you need to make sure your trash can's covered. Leaving an empty plate, grandpa or grandma may fall asleep after eating that plate and leave it sitting there. It's going to get eaten by somebody in the animal category. The dog and cat's going to come check it out.
Right.
So there's definitely making sure just keeping it clean, keeping things out of reach from the dogs and the cats.
Okay, let's say that the dog-cat does ingest some of this. What do you do?
First thing is really monitor them and make sure that you're watching them, keeping an eye on them. As it gets more serious, definitely call your vet. And if it gets out of control where you're really seeing things that you haven't seen before, get to an emergency clinic and get them taken care of.
Oh, just great information. We really appreciate you being with us, Mark.
No problem.
Are you leaving this or taking this with you?
We're stepping back for the day. Have a drink or something.
Thank you, Mark. Thanks for being with us.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yep.